click 2 and click 3. Okay, alrighty. My apologies, we're 10 minutes late. Bloody internet decided to die as I decided to start streaming. That's okay. We soldier on. So, Larxene. Okay, so we got the new avatar board and we got the event itself. So before I do anything else, I want to check out what that's all about. If it's going to be the same as JP or if it's going to be different. So let's give a squiz, shall we? Pass the garbage boards. Hey Phil, how you doing? Okay, so drumroll please. Are we going to get those gems? Are we going to get those trait metals? And more. So 3 trait metals, 3 gems. 3 gems, okay. It's exactly the same board. It's exactly the same board as JP gets. Interesting. Okay, so that's very tempting. What's the banner look like? Hey guys, how you doing? Snowstorm, Dan, Bill Murray. How you doing? Bill Murray. Sounds like Bill Murray. How you guys doing? Okay, so it's a different one to what JP got. Shazla, how you doing, man? First time here, good to see you. So it's like just the standard tier 6 or above medals at 7-star. Which, as a falling price, is kind of cool. Like, that's kind of cool. Because for a falling price tier, you can just sort of throw 1900 joules at this thing. And just keep... Oh, hang on. Alright, guaranteed. I think we're in the regular section. Guaranteed. If it's the 7 stars or above, this could actually be a really good banner. Interesting, dude. Really interesting. Okay, 1900 joules. So, okay, once you've done your 5 pulls, every pull after that is 1900. So that could just be sub-slots for you then. You could just start cracking away at that, and 1900 joules a pop, you're getting a 0.2 sub-slot with a 10% chance of getting another 7-star. This could be a really good deal for new players. Like, forget Larxene, just for filling up on your sub-slots. At 1900 joules a pop, this is a pretty good way of doing it. You're not going to power your character up that much, because the medals themselves aren't that great, but this is not too bad. This is not too bad at all. Yes, it's tier 7 only, so this basically, you're guaranteed a tier 7 medal every single time you pull, and from a pretty small pool as well. Like, you can't really go wrong here. Like, there are a few stinkers, but on the whole, it's a pretty good banner. Like, was Nominee in here, or is it just Vanitas? So these couple up here aren't so great, I guess. These, like, the old target ones, but... Right, so okay. Still, it's decent though. If you just wanted to fill out your sub slots, really depends on what you need, eh? Because it's 11,500 joules to do it our way. So it's 11,500 joules to do it our way, or it's 5,000 joules to get the board. And obviously, if you want Larxene, you have to consider the tier 8 fairies needed to go ahead and get her. And you're not going to get any trait medals doing it this way. And you're not going to get any speed gems. But if you want to fill out your sub slots and your keyblades, this is a really good way of doing it. But okay, but the point is, you kind of want to go beyond... You do kind of want to go beyond just 5 pulls, you know what I mean? Like, it's the sort of thing where you have... It was a ludicrously outdated banner. Yeah, this is great. This is honestly a good, because it's a choice, right? You don't have to. I like when we have choice. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at right now. So you get a guaranteed 7-star at tier 7, which is really good. Yeah, okay. So Global's got something to think about. I think in JP the choice was pretty clear. The avatar board was definitely the way to go. But a lot of players right now. Like, the whales could literally sit and pull off this all day and remove every single medal that's tier 7 or below from their keyblades. You could just keep whacking away at this and then have tier 7s and tier 8s, and then that's it. That's the only sub slots they have. at only 1900 joules a pop, it wouldn't even be the worst deal in the world. Yeah, okay, that's something to consider. So, let's start plugging it away at the event, and we'll think about that a bit more. In a little bit, Mint Larxene is also a 7-star from the banner. Really? If that's the case, that's amazing. If that's the case, the banner's probably the way to go then. Oh, dude, you're totally right. You are totally... I didn't even see that. Thank you. Is it guaranteed, though? Larxene Plus guaranteed in 5 tries. So you have a chance of getting a Larxene to drop. Yeah, I don't think it's a glitch. I think it's just a consequence of the medal itself. So you basically have to pick when you want to use it. Yeah, good call, dude. Great call. Global, you've got something to think about. That's really something to think about. It's 11,500 joules to do it this way. You'll have 3 less trades, but you'll fill in your sub slots a lot more. So does the 6-star version even exist in our version of the game then? Like, can you get it any other way? 7-star medals, Larxene Plus. Like, is it actually possible to obtain the 6-star version? Is what I'm getting at. Sorry, this phone is freaking dreadful. The phone I record off is just a nightmare. I'm apologizing. It's probably going to die before we finish the event, which is... Maybe we'll play some Dokkan in the meantime. Yeah, I don't necessarily think that JP's is awful. Like, they get a trait medal and 3 gems every single time. That's good, but... That's what I'm getting at. Is it actually possible for us to even get the 6-star version? Good lord, come on, please. Come on, buddy. Yes, it is. Okay, so she exists. Huh. Okay, so that's my only concern then. Is the Mercy for the 6-star version or the 7-star version? We don't actually... I mean, I assume they'll tell us do a 5-pull Mercy and 7-star within 5 draws. Oh boy. Interesting. Interesting. So the Mercy is definitely for the 7-star version. And you can get the 6-star one. And I guess that would act as the trait medal in a way. This is weird. Yeah, exactly. I think Global has the ability to change the banners. Just want to say, you guys are welcome from, me being a big bitch on Twitter and going, we're sick of these medals, give us new banners. So that's, you're welcome. Not that everyone else wasn't, complaining as well. Just one overinflated ego YouTuber. Alright. Let's try the event, shall we? Oops, sorry. Cannot believe the cord didn't come out of the phone just then. I just knocked the crap out of it. Alright, 5,000 joules, here we go. Okay, so... let's leave you guys alone. Alright, obviously everyone's not going to have Sephi, so... exactly. Nicely done, Zeklam. Okay, alright. Score. Ew. Strength, okay. So, I'm taking Riku as pretty obtainable. And what else can we use? Luxord is tricky because he doesn't ignore counters. But we could do that. And then we could do that. And have a pretty counter-ignoring sorta setup. Okay, and then we could have, I don't know, some sort of copycat metal on the back, but I guess we won't need that for a few rounds. Anyway, alright, let's do this Kyrillus, shall we? Oh boy. I'm really tempted on that banner just for sub slots, seriously. Like, I don't necessarily care that much about Larxene as a metal itself. But I'd be lying to you. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say, like, the way I think I'm going to get stronger right now, personally in my game, is sub slots, and that was like a pretty good way of doing it. 1 down, 12 to go. Espeon fan, hi, how you doing? I think I've seen that name before. Okay. Now, the Barrier Masters, I do kind of wonder about that Barrier Master, what it's actually doing there. So there's going to be 3 of them by the end from what I've heard. I just wonder what that has to do with Larxene. And then I'm thinking something about the Book of Prophecies. And if this is like related to the story more than we actually realize. Because I kind of feel like it does. I feel like it has some relation to the story. I don't know, I got this entire, like, thing about, like, the reason that Elrena and Laurium and even Ven are in Union Cross. It's curious that there are no restrictions for this event, isn't there? Following off the heels of the other one. Well, 2 down. Wasn't too bad. It's precious, precious jewels every month. I kind of want to do one more pull on the Frozen banner, because my luck, you know, the odds dictate that I should get like 1 7-star, which would be kind of cool. Oh shite! We're gonna have to do this a lot. Lost my mind for a second there, good lord. I forgot to pull on day 20 for the 4th Riku. I pulled 19 days straight, and I forgot to pull on day 20. I was playing Smash instead. I was like, is something I was meant to do today? Nah, that's probably not. Oh, don't worry about it. Whoops. Oopsie daisies. Hey, Victor Vasquez. Vasquez? Thank you for the sub. Because I try to be free to play. Did the pull on the Kari and got 2. You should not feel bad about getting Kari whatsoever. Don't. Good lord, don't take my idiotic tendencies into account. Good lord. Alright, first trait medal, here we go. No, you should feel very proud of yourself. Be lucky that you got it. Should probably use Sephiroth instead, shouldn't I? Oh well. Oh well. I wonder if that counter is meant to signify anything apart from just like difficult enemy, or else it is of a higher drop rate than usual. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind getting it. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about it, but all right, 3 down. So she have like 90,000 bars of HP by the end or something. Looking forward to it. I nearly fell asleep before. It's get really hot. I was working on my scripts, and then, yeah, just decided to pass out. What is her drop rate? Elsa or Larxene? Dance already on mission 13. Nicely done, dude. Yeah, it's funny how they've put him into the pool system. Really, really bizarre, but I mean, he's here. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool for those that didn't get him the first time around. Okay, yeah, so if you're playing in global, it really depends what you need. If you just want to spend 5 grand, go for it, but in the JP version, she's going to drop at 7 stars if you do a pull off the banner. If you do a 5 pull Mercy. And it's falling price, and it's actually a good falling price for once. It's not just the shit medals that we've had in the past. It's guaranteed 7 stars at tier 7, so every single pull you do is going to be helping your sub slots out, if nothing else. I'm really tempted just because, I mean, sub slots are very, very, very important. Potentially, like, underrated by a lot of people. Like, the whales are really powerful because they have not only their really best medals, but their keyblades are, like, packed to the gills, dude. Switch. I might have said the wrong thing. But anyway, we get 7 stars as a Mercy. They only get 6 stars as a Mercy. Yeah. Yeah, well, you meet the people that have the just insanely high average strength values. If you have EA Demix, this is a walkthrough. Yeah, well, I don't, so we'll find out, I guess. My apologies. Sorry, Zaklam. Yeah, no. JP definitely does not have. Does the thing die easier than usual? I mean, you're watching it happen live, prof. This is happening right now. God, I love that Riku. Good lord, do I love that Riku. I think this is a pretty obtainable setup for a lot of people, what I'm doing so far. Nothing really out of the ordinary. Copycat Medal, Era, which was basically given away to us on Black Friday. Riku, which, even now with the buff cap, like I still, if I knew Kairi was coming, I still would have done 5 pulls in that Riku banner. Definitely. Oof. Okay. 6 out of 13. Take it easy, man. Donut Dan's already done. At 4:29 as well, well, my time. So yeah, less than half an hour, dude. But don't you understand? The banners are the content, not this. Alright, so that's kind of annoying that the Barrier Masters have all sorts of different HP values now. Don't know if you should pull more on the Frozen VIP banner or hold off and build up jewels for the Supernova Shion. You've got to the end of the week at least. Like, JP's going to find out before we do. So, if Shion's coming Monday, for example. Hey, Endo! The Lord himself. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Look at this Riku. God, I love that Riku medal. It's so strong. I don't think we're getting a high score challenge tomorrow. JP might, but we probably won't. It's way too soon for us. Our VV one only ended pretty recently. So with the entire event without any Supernova medals. Congratulations, well done. We're trying the same thing on the old stream now, leaving Sephiroths and any Kairis behind. All right, number 7. It's been a pretty respectful event so far. Nothing too crazy. It was like 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Yeah, something like that. So yeah, so JP. So yeah, it ended about 2 weeks ago, which means that it started 3 weeks ago, which means that it started in JP about 4 weeks ago. So JP is probably going to get one pretty soon. I would be surprised if it didn't happen by the end of this week, honestly. And then we'll probably get it a week after. And then people will, as always, be surprised that we haven't got it already. Oh, cool. Have you seen the differences in global endo? When both at the same time, we like to see that. Now, double attack Riku coming in for the win. Oh, crap. Crap. Okay, I didn't have to worry about it. I was going to say Zack was going to come in and annoy us, but it didn't seem to bother us at all. So, Endo, the global version is getting a 5-pull Mercy for the 7-star version of Larxene, which is pretty interesting. And as well as that, our banners have improved to the point where every single pull that you do is guaranteed to give you 1 7-star at tier 7 or above, which is awesome. So this thing could be really, really good for sub-slots. I think it's really cut and dry in JP. You want to get the avatar board. Here, you have to make a really big choice. She looks like way more evil than Elrena. You know what I mean? Like, Elrena looks like really... like a young kid almost. I don't know why. It's hard to convey age in this game. But... I do wonder if... because Ven looks like he's the same age, I guess. It's hard to tell. But Elrena compared to Larxene... I do wonder if, like, Elrena and Lauriam literally grew up a bit. I don't know. Heck. It's alright, we should have got 2 more of these, yep. Ven looks younger than in Birth by Sleep. Yeah, he's definitely not from the end of Birth by Sleep, and there's a clue on his outfit that you can tell that it's potentially from when he was the age where Master Xehanort found him. Potentially. Like around that age. I mean, he could have been like flung forward into... I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil it. I think basically Ven is going to get out of Union Cross pretty soon and then wind up being adopted by Xehanort, basically. Adopted, if you will. And then sometime after that, Lauriam and Elrena are going to get out as well. Yeah, it's tier 7 or above, Endo, so it's like Uniriku and Pain, all those really good medals, like tier 7 or above, you're guaranteed to get one of them. So like the foretellers, are, like the original foretellers, are in there. Maleficent did, yeah, asterisks. Okay, so we're gonna have to tap here, or else we're gonna trip the counter. Use our friend Supernova medal, which doesn't count. Yeah, it's way better than JP's banner for 100%, dude. 100%. Which is what makes me think that... well, it confirms in my mind, basically. Huh? Huh? That did 0. By the way, for anyone shitting on the era and saying the stained glass are better, against a speed type enemy, look how much damage that guy did, like Larxene just did to us. Freaking nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, exactly. Era, yeah. Era gave us like huge speed-based defense and lowered her speed-based offense. But I'm just saying, for number 8 out of 13, that still did nothing. We haven't even lowered a general attack whatsoever. That's crazy. Skip Larxene and Global since I don't have Shion Kai. Do you play much of Global, Endo? I've been meaning to ask you, man. The true religion of the JP. Hey Daniel, how you doing, man? Don't forget I can try to turtle this with 15 defense now. Yeah, I mean, at some point, we might have to. In which case, Era's... just sprint past her. So yeah, Era's really going to help out. gotta wonder what the idea of the Barrier Masters is. I'm still... It like doesn't really matter at all, but I'm still obsessed with finding it out. That's a shame. Damn. So that's gonna do nothing to the second... Oh, it still killed the second Barrier Master. That's me doubting Riku. Wait for her to come back during the Part B Org quest. Yeah, that's a legit... Oopsie daisies. Well, that was dumb. She definitely killed us that time. Don't you forget it. Take her debuffs away, I'm assuming you meant. Yeah, so I didn't want to, I definitely didn't want to attack with Zac there. Definitely not. Might bring in Lexaeus Plus. That's a pretty solid strategy. No. No. Definitely not. Ah, shit, I'm gonna die this time. Wow. Wasn't expecting that, I'll tell you that much. Okay, whoops. Alright, let's actually do this properly now. Okay, so Lexaeus on the back and bring a Sephiroth, I guess. That's about all we need to do. Snowstorm, Turtle the Last Stage. Hey, brilliant. Excellent, excellent. Gotta get up 5 matches eventually. I need more general attack, do I? Oh yeah, probably do. You're probably right. Because I don't think I'm packing any. Usually I have Luxord at the front. Did I pull for Militia B? Militia Plus? No I didn't. But I've got Luxord Plus there. I'm just trying to do like a really generic setup that I hope everyone should be able to mimic. That's the current idea, which I should have left. I mean, and I understand obviously not everyone will be able to, you know, new players obviously don't have a lot of these medals, but just save up, man. They hand out 300 a day, and then they hand out, I think it's average of like 190 or something. Well, I can do the math. And if you just keep collecting those and don't spend them, then eventually 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 200 plus 300. Yeah, so 900 divided by 5 days. Yeah, so they give you 480 a day. That adds up kind of quick. I'm giving you nearly 500 a day, basically, if you just do pretty simple shit. And yeah, they do build up, and there's other ways of getting them. And anyway, let's try this out. Let's try this out. You guys are totally right. I definitely do need additional general attack. Definitely, I definitely agree with you. Someone in here has a heifer of a Sephiroth. AB7 and 0 with ground and aerial, and that's an amazing one. But I actually think there's one better. I think there might be a better one. That's a very good medal as well. That actually might be that might be a very, very, very good medal for us, because it's going to add to the counter. Brandon, this is the one I'm after. If it ever wants to load. That's the ticket right there. Look at this thing. Jesus. Look at it. No, you guys are totally right. We need to get some general attack up in here. But it's going to make us a little bit weaker to, it's going to make us a little bit weaker to Larxene's counter-attack, which at this point probably doesn't matter. Because it's probably going to kill us no matter what we do. Chop, chop, chop. So that medal right there that I just used doesn't have ground, aerial, anything. And it's still doing damage to her at, I think, stage 8 or 9. Frozen medals work too. Yeah, I believe they do. They definitely should. How do you deal with a book? You just keep cracking at it. Once they're all gone, then she's not going to get... The books basically wipe away all her buffs and debuffs. So if you can basically, you know, ignore that... I kind of want to do one more pull for the Frozens. Just one more. Kinmart's 2 data battles. I apologize, sorry, it's not. One day. Well, we've done them before on this channel, but if you have a friend else that raises general attack for 2 turns, yeah, but my era is immediately going to wipe that back down to 7. So yeah, as good as it is to have those buffs and debuffs that last for several turns, unfortunately, Era is going to just go, nope, back to 7. Which, is a bit of a shame, and I kind of can't not cast him. But I mean, from turn 2 onwards, we're just chopping away at this thing. Because, it's, you know, the Barrier Masters aren't there to reapply those buffs. Well, rather, dispel the debuffs. Return them to light. Okay, 4 to go. We're getting through it. We're getting through it, boys and girls. A half an hour of a lot of content each month. Plastic Plate. As Plastic Plate, you ever played Union Cross before? Gotta tell you, the story's pretty important to Kingdom Hearts story. There you go. Man, take it easy, buddy. I'll see you soon, alright? Okay, so when you kill them, Larxene's defensive debuffs go away, right? So you have to then okay, I'll show you. I can show you that, actually. That's a good question. So why is it that the Barrier Masters are a challenge, basically? Let me show you. Do Wood Roxas any good? Yeah, I mean, it depends. If you have the proper support for it, yeah, it's a great medal. It's just, its multiplier isn't too high, and it's like, it's an all-target medal, unfortunately, which are not... I don't know, the Prime medals came along, and the Supernova medals came along, and they are exceptional medals, and they make every other medal seem sort of worse by comparison. Okay, alright. So when we start debuffing the enemy, right? Look at its stats right there. So Larxene's... my buffs are kind of sitting on top of hers, unfortunately. Okay, so see all that right there? So like, all this stuff right here, hopefully you guys can see. So -7 general defense, -7 power-based defense, speed-based defense, magic-based defense. So that's me using Era once. Basically applied all these buffs and debuffs, right? So now the general defense would have gone down even more to -12. The general defense needs, you have to lower general defense on these big bosses. You have to do it. What the problem is then, these Barrier Masters. Okay, one of them just died then. Just cleared all the debuffs, right? So she now has no debuffs again. So if I attack with Shion right now, it's going to do 1 damage, I assume. 1 damage, yeah? So to it did damage to these guys, but to Larxene it only did 1. And the reason for that is, well, because we've now started to reapply the buffs and debuffs, but not enough, basically. Literally jumps on the stream to say, yo, sell the Riku and Moogle. Yeah, I know. I kind of want to hang on to him for just stupid sentimental reasons. Next part of the story summary. I'm still deciding what I want to do, because obviously there's going to be story updates all the way up to Kingdom Hearts 3 being released, basically. And so it's like, I kind of want to wrap them all up into one video, if I can. I don't know, it's tricky. I don't want to do like an update video every single month, because I kind of like that all the views are sort of being consolidated into one place. When the January update comes out, I think I'll take everything that we know and go smush it into one big video. Okay, so now that the Barrier Masters are dead, that's cool animation by the way. Now we can just go crazy. Am I into Kingdom Hearts theory? Yes, you could say that. You could say that. Let me let me just open up a little document for you right now with the next video script, which is nothing but Kingdom Hearts theories. So you could say yes in a word, I am. But yeah, if you guys want to share yours, definitely feel free. Definitely feel free. I don't know if you guys heard, but I was just saying before that when Smash came out, it was the 20th day of the Black Friday draw, and I just forgot to go ahead and pull for Riku on the 20th day. Am I into reading fan-submitted Kingdom Hearts theories? Do you want to tell me about it now? I know it's pretty difficult in a YouTube comment section, but... what about in particular? I think I don't know, I'm sort of interested in like the Union Cross sort of thing at the moment. While I'm watching and writing out scripts. Oh, awesome, dude. Oh, you told me about this before, haven't you? I think. Potentially. Yeah, I did say that actually, Dan. I sort of haven't really been playing Pokemon Go much recently, but that might get me to play again. Maybe. I don't know, I'm kind of annoyed at the Sinnoh stones being given out, like, potentially once every 7 days. Do I think the Guardian is Terra, or more specifically his Heartless? Yeah, that sounds pretty likely. Some sort of, like, trapped part Terra, part Ericus, like, horrific, smushed hybrid. I can sort of see that happening. PvP is only available by being best friends. Isn't? I imagine maybe like just at the start they'll roll it out to only specific friends if that's the case. Dan's saying that's not true. Oh, cool. Okay, well then that might give me to try it then. Okay, that might give me to try it. It's bloody Barry Masters, dude. Ven's heart stayed inside Sora's body when he... Yeah, that was sort of the idea, right? So that's the reason that Roxas looks like the way he does, because it's effectively Sora's body being inhabited by Ven's heart, which is why Roxas looks the way that he does. I've been trials mostly metaphorical, it stands to reason. It's... So is the eye color. Eye color of who? To anyone who knows, Supernova Riku just as strong as Supernova Sephiroth. In terms of the raw damage multiplier, yes, it is. It's exactly the same metal. The only difference is, wow, that did 1 damage, really? Whoa! Okay, we need some negative grounds in here pronto. Oof. In terms of the multiplier, it's an identical metal. The Supernova is a little bit different. So, the Supernova for Sephiroth has a 120 multiplier. So basically take Sephiroth's strength, apply the buffs, whatever else, and times that number by 120 basically. Riku's, I think, is only times by 80, I think, from memory. Memory serves correct. So this actually does any damage at all. Oh, we just lost this match. Damn. Did she kill us the first time around? Part of me feels like she didn't. Woof, 1 damage. Oof, that sucks. Brenda saying not. Cool. Well, that we tank that real easy. That's awesome. 80. What are we talking about? What are we talking about here? Well, yeah, the Supernova itself means nothing. The Supernova itself, unfortunately, isn't going to mean a damn thing. Oh, actually, saying that, it might kill the Barrier Masters for you. What if there is no say or not? How do you mean? Like going forward from this point onwards? Oh, we're all imagining him. There's no person called Xehanort. Okay, 2 left. Oopsies. Darn it. I think at the earlier stages, the Supernova should deal some damage to him. Maybe not like heaps, but it should deal a decent bit. What can we get rid of here? Sure, who cares? It's only one Lexaeus. It's insane, not saying he's not real, just the title to hide his true identity. Yeah, could be. Yeah, I don't see why not. Unless he was like literally born and they're gonna call him, he will be named Xehanort. I don't think it's sort of like I don't know, this like evil being that just sort of existed out of time. It was just sort of put there just to ruin everything for everyone. Hopefully I'll get back into the guild. What is Xehanort is a pawn of the sigil. What? Yeah, I do feel like, I don't know. I hope they're doing it in a satisfying way, but I think they're building towards, like, Master of Masters is the big grand poobah, basically, and has been in control of everything this entire time, and is the reason all these bad things are happening. Bloody hell. Look how much extra defense that level 3001 has. Goodness me. Why does this always happen? Why does this always fucking happen? No one wants a message. No one. Say a goddamn word. Weeks at a time. And then it's like, okay. You're streaming on a phone that can't block messages for whatever stupid reason? Let's go and send some messages to you now. Alright, how are we doing? We're gonna need to build up some HP very fast, which we're unfortunately not doing. We're gonna be able to kill that second Barrier Master. So if we can kill him, that'll be sweet. Because that would allow us to hopefully get some HP back and hopefully tank that second hit. It doesn't really work on this phone is so old, dude, trust me. It's so freaking old. It doesn't really have that, unfortunately. I mean, I can just like, I can mute the entire conversation on an actual Facebook browser. Shit, that was close. Oh, I'm dead. Alright. So, the copy backwards is doing literally nothing, so we may as well chuck in Kyrie in there. Because at least we give a second chance. Well. No, I mean, it isn't. Like, it's lagging a lot. Like, do you guys see the artifacts and all that weird crap that's appearing when we're starting to stream? Sorry, when we're like entering new buildings and all that? She's a tier 7, isn't she? There she is. Thank you, Kari. Yeah, so she's gonna give us general attack as well. Yeah, I actually probably should have done this from the start, because just that one little change right there probably made a way bigger difference to the entire setup. Yeah, well, even if you guys can only get this far, like, symbol of a deity is just to summon it. Okay. Yeah, I like where you're going with it. Keep going. I really do think that, like, everyone of importance has been marked. Like, Xehanort, Ericus, all of Ericus's pupils. Like, Ven didn't have the X on him as a pupil of Xehanort. He only had that once he started training under Ericus. I think there's some relevance to it there. Oh, diggity, still does 0 to Larxene? Damn, dude. Ancient Destroyer, Chaos Deity. I mean, it wouldn't be the most far-fetched thing for this stupid series. Like, I mean, like, the Master of Masters could be working for someone trying to enact this Keyblade War in the ancient past for whatever reason. This is gonna suck, because she's gonna bloody live now, isn't she? Are you gonna kill the book? You are, okay. $70 we have to get rid of. Not that many. It should be fine. The darkness. Ouch. Okay, 20k in one turn. That's easy. It's very easy. Sharp. Yeah, I kind of like that. I do think there's a reason we haven't seen any of the faces of the Foretellers or Lushu or Master of Masters yet. I got a crazy idea where it's like, what if the Master of Masters is the master of Xehanort and Xehanort and Ericus? And it's this sort of like weird time loop thing where the Master of Masters... Okay, so the Realm of Light is destroyed, right? Completely consumed by darkness at the end of the Keyblade War. It begins to it falls to darkness and begins to dream. So we keep going along in the timeline. It starts dreaming, but the rest of it just sort of like survives, right? And basically rebuilds. So now we've got the dreaming Realm of Light up here, and the destroyed Realm of Light down here, which is where we are in the modern day. That's where like Sora and the gang live, basically, in the scattered tiny little fragments of worlds that remain. And the dream keeps going up here, and in the dream, that's where Union Cross is. That's where the Keyblade War happens again in a dream, basically. The Master somehow gets into that dream, which is why there's like Chirithys I don't know. It's I'm fleshing it out in the like I've got the script written out in the video. It's just a little bit crazy. Evil Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I mean, if darkness and light are meant to be in perfect balance, then shouldn't there be one source of all darkness as well? Does make sense. It does make sense. Kingdom Darks. Oh. Vexen Plus is good for tanking Larxene. Yeah, I bet he is. I bet he is. Because he's a power type and she's speed. Another 7-star illustrated Kex. Yuck, dude. Yuck. I'm sorry, man. How close are you to messing her? Yes, exactly. Kyulp. That's exactly what I'm talking about, yeah. I think they basically just keep dreaming over and over and over and over again in this cyclical fashion, which is why they're chained. And I think the Master of Masters comes in to basically, in a weird sort of way, wake people up. LMP. LMP or lump? Who was Yensid's master? I assume the same person. How about Prison Hearts? Yeah? I'll buy it. We're already at 13 out of 13, boys and girls. Flying along. I mean, apart from this Riku, like, I'm not doing anything crazy here. Like, I've got a friend, Sephiroth. All these medals, like, I mercied. Nothing is out of the ordinary here. Fen, Arena, and Loria. Yeah. Sharp. I mean, I assume he initially wielded the Starseeker. I assume. What if it's Kingdom Hearts that's behind everything? So we live that hit, so she doesn't always do the hell aggressive hit first. It's really interesting. I think Yensid's pretty firmly got his butt on that chair. I think there's not much else he wants to do. I think he's got his cup of tea. When Gula was going to summon Kingdom Hearts, he had enough light, I guess. That was the idea, that he had enough light, and I guess Kingdom Hearts would respond to that. Like that he had more than his, that he had more than his fellows. And Kingdom Hearts would respect him enough to be summoned, I guess. I don't know. But I think that's the idea, right? Like, against Cida's era, sure. Definitely. Definitely. I think it's the most solid theory I've heard today. What the fuck? How are we tanking this with... Why isn't she... Does she only respond with that really big hit after she takes a certain amount of damage or something? Because she's done that weak twice now. I don't think we have seen the real key. No, I don't think we have. I think we've seen an illusion of it the entire... Like, there shouldn't be... Okay, the sure as shit shouldn't be Heartless everywhere, and the sure as shit shouldn't be Dream Eaters everywhere. If this is the real thing, it can't be. It just isn't. There's too many Heartless running around, which shouldn't exist, period. This is even easier than number 12. What the hell's going on? Sharp. Oh, that's 13 out of 13, guys. Okay. 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 I don't think either of them are real. I think... We've just copy Metal and Violet. I think Layer 1... I think Key is a dream, and Union Cross is a second dream. Which... Savage Nymph. 3D tells us it's very possible. 3D they drive down like 3 or 4 layers. So... A dream within a dream is definitely possible in this. Definitely. Definitely. Well, that's our month worth of content. All wrapped up. Okay. What did Shirathi's do? Alright, what did Shirathi's do? They essentially are there to suppress our memories of the previous stream. They're there to suppress our memories, basically, right? We have more than one Chirathi. We have 2, right? I'm pretty sure Chirathi 1 was from the first layer, right? And we just sort of left them behind as we dove into the second one. The one where the Master of Masters rules everything, and he sets up the 5 foretellers, and he basically creates his own Keyblade War. Not from the side of like the light and the dark, but from 5 sets of light, basically. 5 teams of light. He makes a second Keyblade War. And then we dive down again to escape that. I just don't get why we keep diving further and like deeper and deeper in. I think what's going to happen is we've dove like 3 layers deeper at this point, maybe, and we're going to basically come out of that. I think Ven's going to jump out of that, and because we've been dreaming the entire time, like Ven, Laurium, Elrena, all of these people may have... Yeah, the Dark Chirithi's out. That's what I'm saying. The Dark Chirithi is ours. And we're just sort of trapped in this dream as like a battery or something. 100% keyception, yeah. 100%. Because what are we doing? We're farming this. We're farming the light. That's the most important thing in the game, right? That's what they want. But we're not killing Heartless to get it. Heartless shouldn't exist. There definitely shouldn't be any Heartless in this version of the game. Hey Yuffie, how you doing? Heartless definitely shouldn't exist. I think they're illusions. In the same way that, in 358 over 2 days, where Roxas is convinced that he's fighting an Invisible, and it turns out that he's fighting Shion the entire time, and she also sees an Invisible. Shut up. And thinks that she's fighting Roxas. Sorry, thinks that she's fighting an Invisible, turns out she's fighting Roxas. I think we're all fighting... I don't know what. Potentially nothing. Potentially we're just grabbing a Keyblade, sticking it into the wall, into the world of light, and just going... And like a syringe, just extracting light. And they're like, oh, you defeated the Heartless, aka you just killed nothing. I don't know, maybe you killed something, maybe you didn't. But the point is, you just stole light from the world by doing it. And there are thousands of us doing that. Thousands of us doing that. So that when the Keyblade War happens, and all of the light that we all took went up to Kingdom Hearts, it didn't return to the world, it went to Kingdom Hearts. Now you've got this basically hollow world of light, realm of light, whatever. And of course the darkness takes over. Of course, like there's no light to defend it. It's just empty. It's this empty, barren nothing with all the light. All the light has been taken away, and of course the darkness takes over. But it's like, does he want? Everything that we do in this game is getting us stronger, to defeat stronger and stronger Heartless, aka absorb more and more and more light. It's just this never-ending cycle where we're just fighting each other. No, the Heartless definitely shouldn't exist in the past. The emblem Heartless, sure as shit, should not exist in the past. They were literally stamped with an emblem by Xehanort's apprentices and all that crap. Ansem's apprentices. The pureblood Heartless, always, okay, they're always in the realm of light, always from the beginning of time, definitely. But the ones with the emblems on them, they sure as shit shouldn't exist in the current day. Definitely not. Just want to. There you go. The emblem on his face right there. One of these isn't just walking around the realm of darkness. You know what I mean? Like, in a sense, they were sort of created after. Like, there's a reason when we go to like the realm of darkness in, you know, Kingdom Hearts 0.2 or any of that sort of thing, we only see. Am I talking shit? We only see pureblood Heartless, right? We never see ones with emblems on them. Even like the ice ones. The entire Kingdom Hearts series is set in a time of prophecies. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've definitely thought that's a possibility, which is ridiculous, but I mean, it could be. Yeah, no, I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. Nomoria's not that dumb. Nomura would have found a way. Yeah, I don't think any of the Heartless we're fighting right now are actually Heartless. Definitely not. Nomura's not like, he doesn't just have just a gameplay thing. There's always a reason behind everything. He explained Union Cross, right? Okay, this right here is to help us forget the war. It's a multiplayer mode with friends from a gameplay point of view, but it's to make us forget about the war. It's to replace our memories of fighting with each other with memories of having fun with friends. Everything we're doing is to keep us in this. It's basically the Matrix. It's basically what it is. It's to keep us basically dull and sedated and just keep farming Lux, keep giving us light, keep giving us Lux. That's all it's there for. Emblem Heartless made by the Machines Rainy Garden. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They should not exist in this time right here. No Heartless should. Heartless won't exist until, in the realm of light, until basically the barriers between the worlds start breaking down. What? I mean, they'll exist, but they won't exist in like, in the worlds themselves. You know what I mean? Like the realm of darkness is more or less completely taken over the realm of light since the Keyblade War. And they'll exist out in the the lanes between. Like they're out in the gummy ships in space and all that crap, but not in the worlds themselves. The worlds themselves are protected. At least they should be. Yeah, there's no way. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. For a start, the worlds aren't real. If they can make fake worlds, they can make fake friggin' Heartless. Definitely. Alright, I want to show you guys something. You tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. Union's created a nobody of Kingdom Hearts. A nobody? Tell me what the fuck is going on here. Alright? Okay, so Mickey rocks up with the Starseeker Keyblade. Not the Kingdom Key D, the Starseeker. He's like, oh, I've come to this world. There's Heartless in it, and there's Keyblade wielders. Right? Chip and Dale are here as well, and they basically tell him that the Star Shard... Basically tell him to use the brakes next time. Looks like I took a surprise journey to a new world. Basically, which Mickey is this? He's looking for Donald and Goofy. And he knows that they would have appeared from the sky, aka the outside world, that they didn't belong here. Right? I wonder if you guys are seeing this, because this might blow your mind in a second. I might be reading too much into that, but it's like, did they make this star shard? And I'll explain all that in a little bit. I mean, yeah, but does it? Well, they've got a gummy ship, and they definitely didn't have a... Well, we don't know that they didn't, but they're in the Kingdom Hearts 1 clothes, basically. I don't think it's from Birth by Sleep. I think it's from right before Kingdom Hearts 1. I think he's looking for a way into the Realm of Darkness, but I could be wrong. Now I've got to look into something. I think he's checking out the different world. I think he's going from world to world, looking for a way. Like, if the world's about to fall to darkness, then he can ride that world in to the Realm of Darkness, and that's when he finds Aqua, right? Remember in Kingdom Hearts 0.2, where he's like, Aqua's like, how did you get in? And he's like, once a world falls to the Realm of Darkness, so basically that's how it gets from the Realm of Light to the Realm of Darkness, and I just sort of followed a world in as it fell. I think that's what he's looking for. I think he's looking, but I don't know. I could be completely wrong, but that would make sense to me. I think this Mickey is from right before Kingdom Hearts 1. Because this is their first visit here. The second visit's going to come about a year later, and they're looking for the key. Okay, just check this out. Watch closely. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Come here. So as the camera panned up, there was a shot of some feet standing on the top there. And if we pan up, because someone data mined the cutscene, who could it be now? It's in fact Envy. Someone data mined this from the original Kingdom Hearts key. It's weird how in Dream since Nikki mentions the Union Cross Park, because there's like a bunch of key logo. So I don't think this is necessarily the real Mickey, but part of me thinks it's like a data version of him. At the end of Kingdom Hearts 0.2, Yen Sid is like, Chip and Dale are investigating the data that Ansem the Wise left. I think that Donald and Goofy that we see in the... Bing, thank you. Someone did a thing. I think the Donald and Goofy that we see in the Moogle of Glory quest line, because they're like, we're looking for the key, which is exactly what they're doing in Kingdom Hearts 1, right? But obviously that's not right, because we know that they find us instead. The battery's going to die any second, by the way. Let me pull it up. If the battery dies, it's whatever. I've actually got this cutscene somewhere else, so. Bum 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 bum. Come on, buddy. Come on. Special. I've actually just got this captured. I might as well just bring that up instead, because then we can reverse and rewind and everything. The hell is it? Cutscene captures. Where the heck did I put you? I don't know. Point is, I might as well just show this. Oh, go away. Yeah, point is, I think it's a Dartle, Donald, and Goofy that are in this right now. I think, and this kind of conflicts with my Dream World theory, but I kind of think this is a Data World at the same time, and like Data, Donald, and Goofy, and Mickey are being sent to explore it. And they're sort of exploring... Okay, you know the machine that was used in Kingdom Hearts RE-coded to scan Jiminy's journal? Well, what if you use that same machine on the Book of Prophecies? Would you then not create, instead of the Data Worlds talked about in, you know, instead of like the Data bloody Agrabah, or the Data whatever, or the Data whatever, would you then not create a Data Daybreak Town instead? And what does a Data world actually look like? Can you have two different Data versions of Agrabah, for example? Or like Wonderland, for example. We went to a Data Wonderland already. Is it possible that you can get to, like, if you went into the Jiminy's Journal version of Data Wonderland, is that the same version of Data Wonderland that we're exploring right now? Because the characters are all the same. You know, Alice is there. Everything seems to be lining up. Goodness. I think I'll make a separate video about just the whole Data theory, because that honestly seems kind of plausible to me. I don't know, I've got elements where the Dream theory seems plausible to me, and also the Data theory. And honestly, the answer probably will be them both combined. Like, they're all in a dream right now, but they can go into Data worlds, which the modern day Mickey can get into as well. And like, let's say Mickey, Donald, and Goofy are exploring like Data Wonderland, for example, and then the Star Shard picks up and just goes zoom, and shoots him off to Daybreak Town instead. That would kind of explain some things in a weird Kingdom Hearts logic, awful logic sort of way. Just even saying the word Kingdom Hearts and logic in the same sentence makes my brain hurt, but I mean, it kind of would. You won't deal much damage with Supernova Riku. Characters and worlds in Union Cross come from the Book of Prophecy, since the content is from the future and the Emblem. So why are the Emblem Heartless in Daybreak Town then? Why are they in Daybreak Town? Did they escape from the illusions? Follow them over? Yeah, I don't buy it. I don't buy it for a single second. Awesome, dude. I'm glad to have helped. Alright, let's sell this garbage, eh? Why is the Master Masters technically Jason? I thought you were joking before. Hey, Bit Warriors, hey, how you doing? Oh, this phone is boiling hot, dude. I've got this ancient phone, and it is not happy right now. Dude, it is on fire. Holy moly. Alright, should we do something crazy? Should I pull any on the Larxene banner? That depends. What do you need? Do you need a good AoE medal? Like, do you need sub-slots? What do you need? I mean, for example, I don't really need frozen medals when I'm going to pull for one anyway, because I'm a fool. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Stream didn't even ask for it. Hey, we got a 7-star at least. That's nice. I'm a silly fool. I'm a silly old goose. Alright. That's not too bad. Wait, shit, it is bad. No! Damn it! Damn it! Oh, man, I thought it was going to be a 7-star version of him. I'm a fool. No! Alright, that's what I get for pulling. Oh, boy. Alright, I definitely didn't need to pull that. I can finally guilt him though, I think. It's a lot of power in this pull. Alright, well now I have some stuff to actually use my Mickey and brooms on. Oh, this phone is so fucking hot. Jesus Christ. Alright, got one of each. I blame the stream. Yeah, the stream made me do that. Yeah, of course they did. Why wouldn't they? It definitely wasn't my own stupidity that did that. It was the stream. Of course it was. Okay, can we do anything with... If we go by tier 3... We go by special attack. Have I already evolved my Ericus? I might have, damn it. So I don't even need it after all. Oh well, I have already evolved him. And he's got ground already. Oh well. Oh well. You got greedy, Martin. Alright, that was a shame. Hey, we got one. Hey, we can go to Neo Shadow. Nice. 6-star Anna and 7-star Olaf. Hey, congratulations. There's no... Okay, Frozen's around for another week. Definitely don't rush out to do any pulls on that. I'm just being an idiot right now. Okay. There's no reason to go ahead and rush either one. If you're not going to pull off the Kari banner, there's no reason not to wait to the end of the week and see what happens. Don't do what your all-power demo does. Yeah, worth it for the one more regular Nova point that I'm going to get. Okay, well, I got all 3 what do you call it now? That's pretty cool. Frozen medals now. Karl Mueller. Mueller? Do you the Christian references that you... Oh, and yeah, outside of the, like, the 7 deadly sins is pretty hard to miss. So when we get Karen, we usually get a... Yeah, it's a pretty good guess to assume that Xian's going to come potentially Monday. That's me. That's what they call me. Well, if you want to see your name pop up on screen, you know what to do. I'm not going to tell you, but you know what to do. There it is. Alright, well that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. We've done our events and then burnt away 3 of our 5,000 free regionals for no real reason, just because I felt like it. So, oh mercy. Alright guys, thank you very much, and I guess I'll put out a video where I go over that last event again. Alright guys, thanks very much, I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye. I don't think he's Jesus, dude.